but yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. I think that it's just the way that society music is reflection of, or reflection is society reflecting it. I don't know. What I do know is that I think that things go in cycles, and you know, there was a time when you know, honor and dignity and sound was kind of cool, and right now in every aspect of mainstream society, that's not what people are looking for. You know, and it's not cool in film. It's not cool in any medium that is an entertainment form. So it's not good. It's going to be the same for music, and probably for a little while longer. But you know, you got different artists who do different things with rap. You know, you got you know, like Lupe. You got,
right.
You know what I mean? You got Mos.
Right.
You got a good few artists who do.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I would like to hear people like that. Like, you know, I remember I woke up at 5 in the morning. I go to school in Michigan, and I had my alarm set. And when I actually woke up to waving the flag, and that's how I knew that, like, you were actually, like, you know, almost at the top of the staircase. Like, you're stepping up there. And I mean, I go to school in East Lansing, Michigan. It's a college town, you know. But to hear that on this radio station, I mean, it was amazing. You obviously got a lot of young people watching this. They're gonna watch the interview. What type of advice would you give them? You know, obviously, no relationship's perfect, right? So what type of advice would you give these people, especially the young guys out there, when, you know, things seem to be getting rough? How should they handle themselves?
Well, the truth is, I'm the last one who should give advice on relationships and how to make them work. But I think that it's what we want out of life. It's really, you know what I mean. Being in relationship might not be for everyone. You know what I mean. Everyone isn't. It's not prescribed for everybody. But if you are going to be in one, then I guess there are ways to go about it that'll be more helpful to you than others. I mean, your lifestyle has a lot to do with how much you can survive a relationship. You know, it's interesting because in Islam, a successful marriage is half your deen. Which is a big deal. That's half of your deen. That's a lot.
Explain to these. I mean, because we're gonna have some non-Muslim listeners out there. So what does deen mean?
Well, it's deen is religion, but it means your faith. It means your accomplishment of
existence
faith.
Almost.
Yeah, and so, but you know, if it means half of your purpose, really. Then it shows you how much challenging it is. That's what it speaks to me, more than anything else, is how challenging that it can become. You have two people who will begin to share a life, who have their own issues, shortcomings, egos, who have their own bad habits, and you want to put them in a pot and make it work. And make it dynamic, and make it something that grows. These are not things that fall into place easily and for everyone. But yeah, you know, it's challenging, and so I think that I think in our tradition we often rush into that stuff because we believe we're going to save ourselves from something.
But you're entering into a whole new.
It's a very different world that you're getting into, and so that I think is also what we should be advising people, and kind of to focus on a little bit. Like, are you you know, ready? Are you developed? Are you know?
So do you think people sometimes, you know, there's, like, lately I've been hearing this news talk about premarital counseling, and some people, like, whether they're Christians, Jews, like Muslims, there's some, like, you know, priests, you know, rabbis and imams that are saying, you know what, before you guys get married, you guys have to go through this. It doesn't mean that once you complete it, you're 100% ready, but at least you get a little bit more familiar with what you're getting into.
I think that's a good idea.
You think that's a good idea?
I do. I think that's just it's kind of necessary. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of young people who get married because, first of all, one, they like each other, and they like each other's companies, or or she's cute, and he smells nice. So let's do something.
Why does she have to be cute and we smell nice, man? Come on. Yeah,
it's unrealistic to talk about it the other way. But I mean, I think that there are a lot of people who get into relationships in that they're young and they understand that their parents are religious and strict, and so they don't have any time to discover who they are or who the other person is, and they get into marriage because it's the proper thing to do, and then it ends in bad scenarios. And I think that is oftentimes what we lack in focusing on is how prepared are these people. And I'm not saying that you have to be older to be prepared. You just have to be more prepared for all of your own shortcomings and for someone else's.
Well, listen, man, I know you got to get on stage in a very short time. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Just a little token of appreciation. I know you're like a fashion guru, man. You're like a walking. You're like if GQ and Men's Health had like a love child. I'm sitting right next to them, yeah. So we just got you a little. Hopefully it fits. If not, it shrinks a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a shirt representing the organization. I appreciate that org. It's got a bunch of different phrases of respect for women. This is a men's shirt. There's a women's shirt. Once again, Kay, we appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. For our listeners out there, make sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter. And definitely follow my man here on Twitter too, because if you're not, you are missing out on a lot of fun. But and visit the website. It's iappreciate.org. That's i-appreciate.org. Okay, thanks again, man.
One love, man.
All right, man.
All right, salam.
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag.